Well. Gross Frontline. Angular Gyrus. This, what? 15.4, right? So which means after this chapter that is Isolation Forest and then Convolutional Kernel, if I remember correctly. That was the name of the last chapter of the main story. I heard things about this chapter. I have seen some memes about it. They're very funny. They are very entertaining, so to speak. I've saved them, my bookmarks, and have bombarded my friends that do not play Girls Frontline with them. I hoping to see a lot of wife moments here. And whatever else the hell is going on with Lunation. Let me just take a moment. I'm still trying to. Okay, there we go. Now I can read chat on my cell phone if I want to. Top messages? No. Not top messages. All messages. There we go. Maybe I should move my controller. Okay. What about the controller? The controller can stay down there, maybe. Alright, enough of this. Crack. My fingers crack my back. Short stream today. I'm planning a 2-hour stream. Or 1 hour and a half. Somewhere between those lines. I don't know how long is this event either. But let's just see how it goes. Oh, 12 days to finish, not bad. 32 stages. 32, huh? This is a bit longer than the last one, I have to admit. The last one... what was it called? Zero Charge, that was the name. If I remember correctly, the last Zero Charge had 24 stages. So this one's probably longer. What is this thing? Just white? Oh, never mind. Oh, a little glossary thing. Information about Frankfurt, Kaiserslautern, San Bartolomeus. Only known as the Imperial Cathedral, this is one of the most famous landmarks in the Frankfurt district, located along the Main. Its history dates back to the 13th century. The main tower, a magnificent 15th century Gothic structure, stands at 95 meters tall. From 1562 to 1792, 10 German emperors were crowned here. Ooh, okay. Let's just hope that this such important historical cathedral have not been oh, never mind. I was about to say, let's just hope that this cathedral have not been destroyed, but the cathedral suffered damage in the bombings of Frankfurt during both World War II and World War III, but the tower miraculously survived. Alright, what about Frankfurt itself? What do you have to tell to me? Formerly known as the city of Frankfurt and Main, it is located to the vast plain south of the Taunus Range. Uranus, on the northern bank of the Main River. To solidify Frankfurt's status as the capital and an independent city-state, the Democratic Republic of Germany (DDR) reorganized its administrative divisions, transforming the former city of Frankfurt into the Frankfurt District. This district, along with the Mainz, Wiesbaden, oh my god, you're already starting with the German stuff, Offenbach and Eschborn? So I don't speak German, I'm very sorry. Formed the new capital. During Third World War, Frankfurt was devastated by bombings. In the post-war reconstruction period, several iconic buildings were restored, including the Alte Oper, where our dear friend RPK-16 just got shot, supposedly, the Kaiserdom and San Bartol Kaiserdom, Kai, Kaiserdom, St. Bartholomew's, Romenberg, and Goldhaus. Today, Frankfurt is a city where prosperity coexists with ruin, where modernity intertwines with history. It carries both glory and sorrow, earning it the name, the Tears of the Main River. Okay, alright, a little bit of history. What about the Alte Oper? Originally built in 1680, the Alte Oper was destroyed twice by war and rebuilt twice. The exterior remains faithful to its historical design, while the interior has been modernized into a state-of-the-art performance venue. Equipped with the latest multimedia technology, the only remnant of its pre-war splendor is the grand full-scale replica of the original crystal chandelier beneath its domed ceiling. In addition to hosting operas, ballets, and concerts, the Alte Oper now serves as a convention center. Hearing about all of these historic buildings, I don't have a good feeling that they are going to stand by the end of the main story. Eisener's Stag, that bridge where AK-15 failed to capture RPK-16. In 1867, Frankfurt citizens and industrialists funded the construction of a suspension bridge spanning the Main, connecting the north and south banks. Completed in 1869, the bridge was later destroyed in World War III and rebuilt to its original design. Today, the Eisener Stag is exclusively for pedestrians. Its railings were covered with countless love locks. Love locks? Oh wait, you mean the little locks where people inscribe their names on it, like the thing they do in France, I think. I don't know which bridge, but I think there is a very similar tradition on France. Symbolizing the romantic hopes of Frankfurt's people. An inscription of Homer's Odyssey adorns the bridge. I cannot read Greek. This Greek phrase translates to sailing the wine dark sea to men of strange speech. Whatever the hell that means. Men strange. Oh. So just basically sailing the dark river of foreign lands. I imagine that's a correct way to interpret this phrase, right? Goldhaus. Located at 2325, Grober Hartgraben Goat's birthplace is a 7-window-wide Baroque townhouse. Destroyed during World War III, it was later meticulously rebuilt in its original form. The building's facade is painted pale yellow, and above the entrance hangs a coat of arms bearing 3 lyres. The ground floor houses the kitchen and dining room, while the second floor features a Rococo-styled salon and music room. On the third floor is the room where Johann Wolfgang von Goethe was born on August 28, 1749. Newspapers announcing his birth were displayed on its walls. The fourth floor contains Goethe's personal study, where he penned his groundbreaking novel, The Sorrows of Young Werther, which shook the German literary world. Alright. On October 15, 2064, a special How do I read numbers? 219th anniversary special exhibition of the Sorrows of Young Werther was open to the public for 1 month. Okay, cool, nice, alright. DDR, formed from the merger of former Rundfunk der DDR, Democratic Germany Radio, and Fernsehan der DDR, Democratic Germany Television. The Fernsehan and Rundfunken, Jesus Christ, I am butchering all these pronunciations, der DDR operate 6 channels, 2 national channels, DDR1 and DDR2, 4 regional channels, Frankfurt TV, Weimar TV, Cologne TV, and Munich TV. Weimar TV broadcasts multilingual international films, TV series, and documentaries via subscription, while the other channels offer mostly free programming. Yeah, nice to know that, even at this time and age, despite all the contamination zones spread all across the world, people can still enjoy some form of entertainment. Weimar TV, okay, I already read that. DDR1, headquartered in Berlin, is often called Berlin TV. DDR2, based in Frankfurt's main district, is the largest TV station in the country. Okay, alright, cool. I don't know what else to say to that. Halloween Carnival Night. On October 31, 2051, Frankfurt celebrated its first harvest festival since the war ended, marking the return of full grain stores. The city hosted a grand Halloween carnival, where citizens dressed in elaborate costumes for masquerades and parties. Children paraded through the streets, laughing and collecting sweets from adults, while pumpkin carving contests and festive markets lined the streets. For the first time in years, the people of Frankfurt tasted both abundance and peace. Oh, it's not going to last long though. Alright. And now the music is back. Okay, alright. Oh, Shadowless. Hello there, how are you living with your dead brother? It has stopped snowing. As the frost begins to thaw in the morning, water drips down from branches and roofs. The clouds hanging low in the sky, making it dull and grey. On the outer wall of a shopping center in Wiesbaden district, a large LED screen keeps on playing its contents on the desolate sky. Good morning. It is November 1st, 2064, and the current time in Frankfurt is 0601. Welcome to the news. First, an update on the latest developments of the explosion at the Alte Oper. Also, this takes place right after the whole skirmish with Paradius. The whole skirmish between Paradius and the Team DeFi. So far, the explosion has caused at least 64 deaths and wounded more than 200. Jesus. The cause of the explosion is confirmed to be the suicide bomb carried by RPK-16, a tactical doll produced by the new Soviet Union. Oh man, I hope they don't use this as a catalyst between a conflict between the United Nations and the new Soviet Union. Actually, does the United Nations still exist in this timeline? Or were they absolved? No, they might still exist. They have not been disbanded after the Northern Lights incident. Because, well, it was through voting that they decided to continue the new colonization of Africa after the Northern Lights incident. I'll have to read the Ferrari's Bible later to remember more correctly. As of press time, no organization has claimed responsibility for the incident, but in view of the Human Manifesto issued by RPK-16 prior to her death, the incident is now considered a vicious terrorist attack against civilians instigated by dolls. The new Soviet Union's Ministry of Foreign Affairs issued an urgent statement this morning in response to the explosion, claiming that the state has ordered the doll manufacturer to shut down all research and development projects on related doll models. And that the experimental data will be seized and investigated by relevant government department. Why? Why is this all research? Do they think they are like contaminated with a virus or hacked in some sorts? That's why they want to seize or research? Or is it related with the relic technology and the fact that some figures didn't like the fact that Yekaterina was able to develop a very highly technological doll devoid of any relic technology? Or any technology that is that originates from relic technology. Kinda weird. Well, whatever. This case will allegedly be led by the new Soviet Union in coordination with a transnational German joint law enforcement initiative. Further details on the collaboration framework and progress will be released at a later date. Additionally, German police has issued a special bounty warrant for the remaining members of Task Force DeFi, AK-12, AN-94 and AK-15. Ah, great, now they are wanted. Ooh, let's go, welcome to the team, Team DeFi. Become fugitives just like my group of dolls at Griffin. The charges listed in the warrant include murder, fatal terrorism, and endangering human security, among others. To prevent similar crises from occurring again, the German government issued an interim regulations for doll security in an emergency decree during the early hours of the morning. This marks a new wave of nationwide restrictions on dolls, particularly in the capital, following the full-scale traffic lockdown in Frankfurt on October 23. The restrictions include prohibiting dolls from freely entering or exiting Frankfurt or Berlin. This is going to be a little difficult for us. This is definitely a little stone on the path of my operations in Frankfurt. Establishing temporary checkpoints on interstate highways and major transit routes. It just keeps getting worse. And conducting registration, statistics collection, and neural cloud screening on dolls that are currently present within Frankfurt. Up next, we will go live to our correspondent Shadowless for on-the-ground coverage. Hello, this is Shadowless. I am now standing right by the Eisener stag upon Mainz. As you can see through the camera, there is a large crowd gathering here. I will now talk to some members of the public and see what they think about the new regulations. Hello, what are your thoughts on the interim regulations for adult security? What the hell is that? They are temporary measures introduced following a series of attacks on humans perpetrated by dogs. These measures are aimed at imposing restrictions on all dogs in Frankfurt and Berlin. That sounds like a pretty good idea. It would improve public security, no? Thank you for your input. Yeah, thank you for nothing. Hello, what are your thoughts on the interim regulations for dog security? Who cares about dogs? Thank you for your input. Wow, the public seems very worried about it. No to the security regulations. No to the security regulations. Set the dogs free. Set the dogs free. A voice chanting slogans loudly attracts Shadowless' attention. He hurries towards a group of people who are currently crossing the bridge. Hello, what are your thoughts on the interim regulations for dog security? I am against it. The policy is utterly senseless. It's put the operation of our hospitals to a complete standstill. Could you elaborate? Hospitals in Frankfurt employ a large amount of dogs as counselors, pharmacists, nurses, security guards, etc. You don't allow dogs to work, but you don't provide us with alternative manpower. How are we supposed to fill this labor shortage? I understand. So you are opposed to this policy because of its severe impacts on hospitals' operation and efficiency. Before the doctor can respond, Shadowless' microphone gets snatched away. Oh boy. I think the policy is great. We are finally throwing out these goddamn dolls that are taking all of our jobs. How can humans ever compete against dolls that don't eat, sleep, demand pay, or make mistakes? With them out of the picture, it'll be so much easier to get a job. Thank you for your input. Please give me back my microphone. If you ask me, I would say we should just scrap all the dolls in the whole country. I support the nationwide adoption of the regulations. Other members of the group roller in agreement with an even bigger commotion draws their Shadowless attention. What do you think of that, chat? What do you think of my immersive reading? Ladies and gentlemen, here is a doll being escorted by the police into the police station from a neocloud screening. Hello, may I take up a couple minutes of your time to conduct a short interview? Sure. What's your name? What are your thoughts on the interim regulations for doll security? My name is Mary. I am currently employed by a housekeeping service company and mainly work as a nanny. Did I do something wrong? Why am I under arrest? You didn't do anything wrong. This is done for the safety of human citizens. There is a citywide screening to identify dangerous dolls. I've never harmed any humans. Please, don't hurt me. That's enough. We need to go. The doll's wide, terrified eyes soon disappear from view. Well, this is going well. This is going wonderful. Near the Heisenerd Stag, Frankfurt. The jeep parked on the side of the road bears silent witness to the scene. Then the engine starts and it drives off onto the open highway. AK-12? 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 Inside the vehicle, the grim atmosphere weighs heavy on the expressionless doll in the driver's seat. Oh, M16, huh? Okay, alright, what are you doing here? Oh. Unfazed, M16 keeps her face blank as she continues to play the law-abiding doll. Meanwhile, she logs into the encrypted comms channel. The interim regulation for doll security is now in full effect. Any doll that don't meet the requirements are being taken away for inspection. And the office that handles all the admin procedures just so happens to be closed at such a critical time. Put it simply, they are not giving us dolls any time to react at all. Are you affected? No. The sly old fox got me some special permit, which should be more than enough to get me through any inspection. The biggest problem is with DeFi. The Stasi has placed such a huge bounty on their head that the poachers on the black market are all out for blood. Not gonna lie, even I find the sum very tempting. Still, isn't there a hideout in Outstads? I doubt the inspection could be truly enforced there. The Outstad is pretty reckless, so it does make for the perfect hideout for outlaws. But no matter how lawless it is, the residents aren't blind. AK-15 sticks out wherever she goes. And since anti-doll sentiments are running really high right now, people would just call the police if they see a doll out in the streets. So they can't stay in one place for long. Right, but I still don't think DeFi is your biggest problem here. Why? Oh please, I've grown out of taking petty revenge while on a mission. How very reassuring to hear. Then I'll let you do the talking. I'm off to find AR-18. Hey, wait, I will go. What's the situation on your end? From what I know, the level of security you have to deal with when getting off the autobahn and driving into the city will be even crazier than before. Yeah, there are definitely more checkpoints than before. There's no way you can get past them without a permit. Not to mention, so many cars are trying to get into Frankfurt, the queue is extended all the way up to the autobahn itself. Still no news from AR-18. She said she is still waiting, but she will hear back by the end of today, one way or another. But there is really no telling how things will turn out. I will update you on the curfew situation within the city later. Hopefully the information will come in useful for you after you get in. Right. If things don't go out on AR-18's end, don't work out on AR-18's end, we will also try other ways to get in. Alright. "416. Yes? Do you really not mind working with me?" So, 416, how is it? I told you already, it's all water under the bridge for me. Can we just focus on the mission at hand? Glad to hear it. This is a mission of critical importance. Our priority is to locate the commander, and we must try our best to monitor Paradil's system and activities. I don't want any problems among ourselves. Huh. You're not implying that 404 is a hindrance, are you? M16 lips curl into a smile. I can see that you're raring to go, 416. The commander still has a lot of outstanding debt. We are going to hunt them down and collect it, even if it takes us to the end of the world. Okay, girl. Alright. I will pay the debts, don't worry. The sound of Avernus destruction humbles on continuously. But at this moment, the commander is blind and deaf to everything else but their burning hatred for the man standing before them. William. I finally got you. Despite being a prisoner of war, William simply sneers derisively. The commander grabs the scrawny man and pulls him towards the interrogation room. Christ. An unfamiliar ceiling. There is no light, just the rough surface of mortar. Are you awake, Commander? As the commander gasps laboriously, the soreness and heaviness of their limbs begin to drain away. Their body feels like a mummy that has been slumbering for millennia, so fragile that it can snap in half any time. The commander turns their head and sees the girl sitting by their side. Dandelion? No, that's not Dandelion, Commander. Where are we? How did we get here? I remember we are in the interrogation room on board of the Almo. Was it William's doing? Like you, I know nothing about our current situation. The commander sits up with Dandelion's help. Then they start studying their surroundings. It is a simple room with no windows and only one door. Faint light is seeping through the gap under the door. Like the ceiling, the floor is also coated in rough mortar and yields no information. Is this a bunker of some sort? The only furnishings in the room consist of a surveillance camera installed on the ceiling, a bed, a toilet, and a bucket half filled with water. No, this is more like a prison cell. How long have we been here? Maybe a week, maybe a decade. Is this really the time for stupid jokes? Unable to glean much information from the room, the commander shifts their gaze to Dandelion. Something seems different about her, but they can't see much in the dim light. You woke up before me? Yes. Did you see our abductors? I don't know who abducted us. All I know is that the last time the door opened, it was a handful of scientists working under William. William? What did they do? They took me to the lab. After that, I don't know. The commander checks Dandelion's exposed skin and finds no signs of injury. The wounds here. Dandelion points at her chest. Wanna see? No. We need to get you out of here and give you a checkup. The commander rubs their stiff muscles, their communicator sidearm, and weapons that they had on them are all gone. Can you contact the dolls? No, the signal is completely jammed here. The commander gets off the bed, walks over to the door, and gives it a few light taps to get a feel of its thickness. The knocks sound dull, as if the echo got absorbed by the walls. The door is probably over 50 centimeters thick and made of concrete. Gee, sounds a bit excessive to me, but now I'm getting even more sure that this is a bunker. Seems a bit too excessive for just to keep a prisoner. The commander feels around the door. It has no handles or peepholes, but there is a thin crack on the door. They try to pry it open. It is a slot of sliding food through. Oh no, wait, maybe it is a prison? I can see outside through this crack. You're right. Can we use it to escape? Let me try. Through the crack, the commander sees that the key is actually inside the keyhole. So they simply have to turn the door handle on the other side. They tear out their shoelace and produce a simple lasso with it. Then they slide it through the crack in the door. The lasso successfully hooks around the door handle. Click. The door opens. A sense of unease suddenly washes over the commander. Would the enemy make such an obvious mistake? Could this be another trap? Oh. Are you okay? Dandelion has suddenly collapsed on the floor. Under the light shining in through the now open door, the commander finally gets a good look at Dandelion. Her face is so pale. Her skin is almost translucent. Her slender arms are so weak and shaking. She can't even prop herself up. Commander, just run. Leave me. Get on. Without any hesitation, the commander pulls Dandelion onto their back and creeps out of the room cautiously. All is utterly quiet outside the room. The commander notices that there isn't a single surveillance camera in the corridor, let alone any patrolling soldiers. But they remain on their guard. Did you memorize the routes when they took you to the lab? Yes, I remember the way. Then you navigate. We've got to get out of here ASAP. Okay. Commander, I think that at this point you should be at least a little bit suspicious, you know. Man. This is a trap. This is a trap. There's no way they're going to get out. Also, have you always waited this much? The commander has taken barely a few steps with Dandelion on their back, but they are already out of breath. Sorry for slowing you down. You just woke up and are still weak. You really should just leave me behind and get out yourself. Don't give me any of that. Show me the way. Oh, good old gentle-hearted commander. Sometime later, the commander finds themselves back at a familiar place. Are you sure this is the way? We've passed by this door 3 times. This is how I remember it. How could this be? Don't panic. Just think it through carefully. Okay. The commander's steps are growing unsteady, causing Dandelion to sway on their back. Why don't we take a short break? We can't. We've got to get out immediately. We need to determine your physical condition, and the Almo is... Commander? Ben. The commander topples over like a decrepit building and hits the floor. As the world spins out of control all around them, a pair of black leather shoes comes into view and stops right next to their face. Commander, you're such a gentle soul. You're so feeble yourself, but you're still so determined to take me with you. A hand strokes the commander's hair. You are a veteran that has lived through countless battles. Why are you still so naive? Who are you? You've been calling me Dandelion, haven't you? You're not Dandelion. The girl narrows her eyes mischievously and bends down. She leans in so close that the commander can see their own reflection in those eyes. Jesus Christ. The light brow irises call to mind a gentle but resolute figure. M4? However, the balefulness seeping through her features promptly diminishes any sense of familiarity. No, you're neither Dandelion nor M4. Who the hell are you? The girl looks slightly taken aback, but then her lips curl into a small smile, and she backs up a few steps gracefully. There she is! There she is! Lunasia herself. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Lunasia. Lunasia? Why are you here? Because Bill is calling out to me. Bill? The William that you've been looking for. I'm sorry, I keep hitting my microphone. Let me just... There we go. Where is he? He's busy with more important things and hasn't got time for you right now. God damn it, William! Screw this! The commander tries to get up, but their body is limp like a pile of mush. Lunasia watches on with increasingly apparent amusement. Ah, great, she's a freak just like her brother. But if you have anything to say to him, you can tell me. I will relay the message when I feel like it. God damn it. Why are you keeping me prisoner here? Why didn't you just kill me? Because I want you alive. The commander strains to peel themselves off the floor. Lunasia pushes them back down with a finger, all the while smiling. She's a freak just like her brother. She's a freak just like her brother. Actually, let me just take a screenshot of this. I'm gonna show this to my brother, my friends later. But how you live is entirely up to me. The freak, fucking freak. Let me take a screenshot again. Lunasia takes the commander's hand and holds it against her cheek in an act of provocation. Don't you want to hit me? Okay, alright, okay. She's 100% a freak. No. Huh? Why? I just tricked you. You are M4, as well as Dandelion. No, I and me. But you're not only you. How astute of you. Lunasia stands up, then she drags the commander back into the room by their back collar. Jesus Christ. Lunasia pushes her tablet over to the commander. Jesus Christ, let me just... And another screenshot. I am very satisfied with your performance just now. I had a great deal of fun. Jesus. As a reward, I will let you write 3 messages to call for help. I will send them for you. The commander stares at her dubiously, but she just keeps on smiling serenely. I know what you're thinking. You have serious doubt that I will do as I promise. But of course I will. But the messages will be carbodes and whether your future performance. The commander flexes their wrists, then starts typing out the message on the tablet. What an obedient child. I think we are going to get along splendidly. In the presence of this being who feels both familiar and unfamiliar, the commander ponders to whom the messages should be sent. Oh, now enters the letter thingy. Would you like to write a letter to Commander? Enter the interface for writing letters. Type the beginning letter. The number of sendable letters and letters sent are listed here. Only 3, huh? Once finished, you may send the letter or store it for editing later. Sent letters cannot be edited. Type reset to choose another recipient. Okay. Oh, who should I send to? I mean, I don't think whoever I sent the letter to is going to influence the story, so this is much like a fan service thing. Also, I was not expecting for Lunasia to appear so soon, honestly. I was expecting it to take a little bit longer. But since I was wrong, she appeared right at the beginning and just right off the bat she's already being a freak. Now, Who should I send it to? Perhaps Ro is a good choice. But what exactly do I write here? Oh, the music cuts. Okay, awesome. Should I do this later? I think I should do this later. Yeah. But oh, it can send to NPCs. Karshika, William, Kalina. Jesus Christ. I haven't seen Kalina in a really, really long time. In GFL 1 right now. As well as Seer and Deer. Oh, how unfortunate. You didn't got a name here. Marlo is another one that I haven't seen in a really long time. And write it to Angelia, huh? Javier. Oh, I can send letters to SF units too. Okay, alright. This is the one I just read. Model Asia time, huh? Okay. Alright. The commander is just about to press the send button, but the table gets snatched. Oh, the tablet gets snatched away. Lunasia scrolls through the message casually, then stows the tablet away in her bag. How very touching. I can feel the anguish in every word. But whether I will send it depends entirely on your behavior. How are the dolls on the Elmo? I don't know. Bill might have blown them up as well. I demand a meeting with William. I told you Bill is busy. Is he in the Earl's custody? No clue. Very helpful, I see. I am slightly annoyed by the current situation, but I know for a fact that if there is someone watching this right now, I know for a fact that you, yeah, exactly, you would have folded. You would have folded right now, weren't you? Perhaps you might, if were you in this situation, perhaps you might start to act a little like, oh no. Oh, Lunasia, oh no, don't do this. Oh no, I'm so worried about the dolls and the Elmo. But internally, I know, you'll be like, hee hee, she locked me, hee, just the two of us, hee. The touch of a woman, hee. You freak. I can sense you, okay? I can sense your preferences through the screen, through time. To the Wi-Fi connection, I can sense them. Just so you know. Well, maybe in other circumstances, perhaps with someone else, perhaps I would also feel slightly happy about the situation. I will admit this much, okay? Just so I'm not completely unfair to you. The commander slowly sits down on the mattress. When will he come to see me? Soon? Or maybe never. God damn this woman. You don't know the answer either. Leonasia sits down next to the commander with a chuckle. It's not an answer that I want. Then, what do you want? The dust motes dancing in the dim light seems to have frozen suddenly. Time slows down as the commander stares into Lunasia's eyes with bated breath, searching for their only hope. I want you to stay by my side, just like this. I screenshotting this. Keep out all of the strife and just spend every day happily with me. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh boy. Commander, we are in trouble. We are in very serious trouble right now, Commander. Or do you prefer a life of fighting and killing? The commander takes a deep breath. Their eyes close for a moment, then open again, and their face is as calm as the deep sea. I have always yearned for a peaceful life, but unfortunately, there are those in the blood and carnage still waiting for me to return. So I must leave Leonasia. I don't think she liked that, Commander. Or maybe she struggled. I don't know. Which one is it? I am taking more screenshots. Lunasia's face darkens. Okay, she did not like it. But she soon jumps to her feet and looks at the commander. You still don't understand. From now on, your life is in my hands. I decide how you get to live. Whoosh. All lights are extinguished in an instant. In the darkness, the commander feels themselves being picked up, moved for some distance, and thrown into the back seat of a car. Jesus Christ. Soon begins a bumpy journey into the unknown, shrouded in darkness. When the hood is finally pulled off the commander's head, they find themselves in another unfamiliar room. Where am I now? Take a guess. The commander can just about make out the sound of a youthful chorus coming from beyond the room, singing a melodious hymn that has the power to soothe the heart. We are in a church. Bingo! We are in Kaiserdon San Bartolomeus. Why have you brought me here? You love asking questions, don't you? You have countless questions. Many questions have no answers. I wanted to do it, so I did it. Lunasia walks over to the table, where several piping hot dishes are waiting. She picks up a bottle of red wine and pours it into 2 wine glasses. Come and eat, Commander. The emptiness in the commander's stomach reminds them that it has been quite a long time since they last ingested any food. Is it to your taste? Yes. The commander eagerly shovels the food into their mouth, hardly paying any attention to Lunasia, who is sitting just across the table. You're such a tolerant person, Commander. A table filled with your least favorite dishes, and you're still eating with so much gusto. The commander freezes for a moment before resuming their chewing with a smile. That's so amusing. You remember my least favorite food. It's M4's memory, isn't it? Oh boy. Wait, let me see. Let me just take a screenshot again. Ah, okay, there. And screenshot. And screenshots. And screenshots again. Okay, this is the last one, I promise. For now. It doesn't matter who memory is it is. I know you like the back. I know you like the back of my own hand. You think these are merely memory data from other beings. But they affect you and influence your decisions without you even realizing it. Oh boy. Lunasia slams her cutleries down on the table and rises to her feet. Full already? It would not be wise to make me angry. Her clear eyes narrow slightly, giving the impression of a mysterious and capricious cat that's basking in the sun. That was never my intention to make you angry. If possible, I would like us to be friends. Slam. Lunasia storms out of the room. The commander can hear her angrily locking the door. So you remember everything. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Right, because M4 merged with Lunasia, didn't she? Is Lunasia having currently a identity crisis? Why the fact that she remembers this? Or, sorry, let me rephrase that. Why does it matter that the fact that Commander brought up the fact that the memories of other beings are affecting her? Why does this makes her angry? What does she expect to get out of the commander? Other than just amusement? Is there something else? Is M4's memories affecting her to the degree that, even though she herself doesn't know why, she feels the need that she wants to have the commander close by? Well, whatever. Anyhow, I still need to continue reading. Oh, hello there. Haven't seen you in a while. In a slightly run-down metro station in the Outstadt of Frankfurt, Unlike the usual tiredness and indifference, the passengers waiting on the platform are all brooding with unease and anxiety. They gather right below the metro station, display screen, watching the live broadcast intently. Welcome to the Midday News. We now bring you the latest updates on the multiple serious traffic incidents that occurred this morning in the capital, Frankfurt. Between 9 and 11 a.m., 3 major traffic accidents took place. One in the Budensautobahn 661, 7 kilometers from the airport district, another at the junction to the New Eisenberg district on the A671, and a third near the airport garden in the Raumheim district. Preliminary investigations suggest that icy road conditions caused vehicles to skid. So far, at least 9 people have been confirmed dead, with 17 others injured, and the death toll continues to rise. Due to the impact of the interim regulations for door security, police and construction doors responsible for on-site cleanup and traffic control have been unable to arrive at the scene, leading to severe traffic congestion. Frankfurt's emergency medical doors have also been completely suspended under the regulations, preventing timely medical assistance for those injured in the crashes. Tragically, among the victims was a pregnant woman on her way to a clinic for delivery. Due to the delay in receiving critical medical care, both the mother and her unborn child have lost their lives. Outside the Children's Hospital of Mainz station along Route S8 of the Frankfurt S-Bahn, protesters dressed in white coats from all corners of the city have gathered at this cluster of medical facilities that consists of several high-end private hospitals and nursing homes. No restrictions on those. Restore basic medical care. Defend every citizen's right to seek medical treatment. Like hundreds of streams merging into a single river, the mighty procession waving flags with Red Cross symbol and holding banners advance along the streets with unstoppable force, blocking traffic wherever they go. They pass the Children's Hospital of Mainz, which is in the same paralyzed state as most hospitals, and head straight for the adjacent building with luxurious architecture, the St. Mary's Sanatorium, which is the top luxury sanatorium in the country, famous for employing only human staff. Hello, Nelly! Yay! How long has it been? Mia, just drop me off here. The road is completely blocked by the protesters ahead. Okay. Before you get off, I must ask you one last time. Are you sure you have to do this? You've asked me the same question dozens of times. I have thought it through, and I must seek justice for Professor Gray. Wait, no, never mind. I was confusing Professor Gray with the fake Miss Gray. Right, because Professor Gray was replaced by a Paradeus elite unit. Right. Sorry. I was about to cringe for a moment. But thankfully my memory have came to the rescue. And the commander is the only one who can help me. But this person keeps refusing to see you and only sends their dull subordinates to deal with you. Can they really be trusted? According to the instructor, the commander is busy with something important right now, and will see me when they are done. Call me distrustful, but I think she's only humoring you because she really needs your help. Oh, I know, they wouldn't have to come to me for help if they weren't truly desperate. With such stringent security regulations in place, there's no way for the T-dolls stuck outside the city to get in. There's no other way. I've got to help them obtain a permit. If you know what you're doing, I will shut up. Right. Where are the flowers for my cousin? I hope she still likes champagne roses. They are in the back of the seat. Your cousin has always doted on you. I'm sure she will love whatever you get her. Nelly picks up the bouquet lying in the back seat with a soft sigh. Time. Everyone in this family treats me like I don't exist. Or they are only nice to my face but make snide comments about me behind my back. Only my cousin has always been genuinely kind to me. If I had a choice, I wouldn't get her involved in this. But right now, she is the only one in the family who is willing to help me. She will understand. I hope so. Nella removes her seatbelt and gets out of the car. The bustling crowd forces her to skirt around the demonstration and move slowly along the wall. The slogans are below one after another, and pamphlets fall from the sky, landing in front of her from time to time. Directly above her, the exquisite carved glass windows remain slightly closed arrogantly, shutting out the commotion on the street. Equal rights to all. We need medical dolls. Equal rights to all. We need medical dolls. One street away from the sanatorium, the procession is blocked by police holding riot shields. Like a surging wave hitting a line of dolls, the two parties crash as their angry shouts overlap and surround through the sky. Resound through the sky. No shouting on the hospital. Back off, back off. They need their peace and quiet, but we need doctors. You, back off and scram. Stop sucking up to the rich bastards. Oh boy. The protesters bash their riot shields angrily with their banner poles. Excuse me, please let me through. Brawl, the sanatorium is temporarily closed to the public. Please take your leave. My cousin's a patient. I'm here to visit her. Please present your ID and visitation permit. Nale calmly pulls out a transparent dossier folder and produces all the paperwork needed. After inputting the information into the mobile terminal and confirming that Nele is who she claims to be, the police officer signals his colleagues behind him to make way for her. Please come through, Frau. Thank you. The boisterous protests are now behind her, but she can't help but look back. Frau Mayer, your visitor Frau Cornelia Stauffer has arrived. The nurse leading the way pushes a button, and the perfectly spotless door slowly glides open. A pleasant breeze blows in her face. Bright sunlight shines through the huge floor-to-ceiling glass windows into every corner of the ward, dazzling Nelly for a moment. The gramophone in the corner is playing Schumann's Traumerei softly, and the air is filled with the fragrance of natural fruits. Nelly, Mayor, congratulations on your baby. I'm so glad you are both safe. It's been so long. I miss you to death. Seeing that her cousin fully intends to climb off the bed, Nella immediately rushes over to embrace her. For Christ's sake, please stay in bed for your own good. Alright. I got a bit too excited there. I haven't seen you since your graduation. It wasn't that long ago. Nelly pulls a chair towards her cousin's bed and sits down. Tell me, how have you been since giving birth? Feeling okay? I'm perfectly fine. You, on the other hand, have lost so much weight. And look at that face, all pale and gaunt. I guess I haven't been sleeping very well lately. Because of what happened with Galatea? I've been really paranoid these days. I just can't shake the feeling that someone wants to do me in whenever I'm out and about. It's good to be on your guard. It's chaos everywhere these days. Didn't a doll murder someone a few days ago? It was all over the news. It's really freaked me out, but thankfully, all the dolls at home passed the screening. Yeah, people are all terrified. Who wouldn't want a few extra bodyguards watching their back? Didn't your doll pass the screening? Mia did, but the others ran into some trouble with the paperwork. That won't do. Where have they sent them off to? I'll get you the permits. They are at the temporary camp on the outskirts of the Offenbach district. There are 8 of them altogether. Nella is feeling more at ease now the matter with the Griffin dolls is sorted. I'm glad you're finally hiring more staff to take care of you, Nelly. You have no idea how scary Galatea is. Ever since I escaped from the fire, I've been having nightmares every single night. Oh, don't even get me started on Galatea. Mayor takes Nella's hand with a deep, angry frown. Professor Gray that you went on and on about turned out to be a monstrous murderer. And now you got implicated on the whole mess. It's such a pity. You're the most studious kid at home. If it hadn't been for her, your career would have been limitless. That's enough, Mayor. Nella resists the urge to scream and squeeze her cousin's hand. It's more important to look forward, isn't it? You are absolutely right. So, what are your plans? I'm still looking for a job and going to interviews. But the Galatea incident was such a huge scandal. As soon as a potential employer sees that name in my resume. I can't be of much help when it comes to getting you a job. Have you tried contacting grandfather? I haven't seen him in years since my mom died. He's always looked down on my family anyway. Grandfather may have a sharp tongue, but he's been keeping an eye on you the whole time. As you know, none of your cousins have the brains for studying. Grandfather had to make donations to fund several buildings for the universities to take us in. Only you managed to get in all by yourself, and with a scholarship to boot. Go and visit him when you have time. He's pretty lonely at the sanatorium in the White Zone. Jesus, he lives in the White Zone, huh? Okay. Alright. Not even the green zone is the white zone. Jesus. How rich is your family, Nell? So I'm sure he will agree to see you. Ask to see him, sweet talk him a bit, and he may be able to arrange a job for you. The white zone? Oh, right. You've never been. Then it's perfect to take the trip. Pay grandfather a visit and spend some time there for a change of scenery. Alright. Alright, Mom did ask me to visit him every now and then before she died. I guess it's time I kept my promise. One more thing. Mayor looks narrowly, carefully up and down. Nellie squirms uncomfortably under her gaze. What's wrong, Mayor? Nellie, you haven't dated anyone ever, have you? Well, I'm not interested in that kind of thing. At your age, you really should be settling down with a nice man and starting your own family. What if I introduce some of them to you tomorrow? You've recently met a professor at the university. I've recently met a professor at the University of Heidelberg. A post-grad working for him. Wait, have you forgotten the fact that you literally just gave birth? You shouldn't be focusing on your own health and your little one. My love life is hardly urgent, so just wait till you're fully recovered and discharged from the hospital. And how long is that going to take? Oh, right. I can't go myself, but I can get my friend to help out. There's this. You can totally count on me. Go see my friend tomorrow. We're pretty close. She used to be a movie star and is now married to the Minister of Health, a man promoted by grandfather. Which works out perfectly because she can arrange a meeting with grandfather for you. Maya rummages through her handbag and shoves a card into Nellie's hand. Hebe. Do people still use paper business cards these days? You haven't heard of Hebe? She's a super famous actress. During the craze for remakes of the old classics, she was the most sought after female lead. Wait. Oh no, wait. Isn't Hebe... For deals, huh? Oh boy. She's such a retro belle. And she does actually looks like she's just stepped out of an old movie. She loves all things vintage and retro. Mayor, I'm sure she's got better things to do. Why bother her over something so trivial? Don't you fret. I will obviously return the favor in the future. Besides, the Ministry of Health has hired a lot of young college graduates with whom you should have plenty to talk about. I will ask her to keep an eye out for any boyfriend material. Nella signs quietly to herself, but immediately plasters on a sweet, obliging smile. Alright then. I really don't know how to thank you, Mayor. Don't be such a stranger. Nellie hugs her cousin tightly. The joy of achieving her aim and the guilt of using her cousin are both evident on her face. Commander, I've completed the first step of the plan. You really keep your promise and come to see me. Well, right now the situation's a bit difficult, Nelly. I'm sorry. At around dusk, Lunasia finally returns to the room. Have you missed me, Commander? The Commander opens their blurry eyes. They clearly have not slept very well, with their wrists and ankles shackled. Am I being moved again? Not yet. Lunasia removes the Commander's restraint. Aren't you worried that I might run for it? The Kaiserdom is on a busy street. Not at all. Bill has placed a bomb in my chest. It will go off if you stray over 50 meters away from me. She's lying, right? She's lying, right? That Siscon William will not place a bomb on her chest, would she? Would he? Besides, everyone knows that the Commander will never leave their companion behind and run off on their own. The Commander shakes out their numb limbs and pours themselves a glass of wine at the table. Commander, do you go to church? What do you think? I have no memory of you being religious. I don't believe in God, alright? Why? Because the world, Lunasia, is a bit too shitty for me to believe there is a God out there. Because every time I find myself in a desperate situation, it is always myself and my dolls who get me out of it. About that. About that, Commander. I think you're missing some critical information. Where was the God when I needed him? If he actually existed, why did he put me through all this dark ordeal? But you're sitting here and drinking wine because of divine will. Out of countless threads of life, the fates have seized yours, spun it longer and longer, and that's how you managed to come all this way. Can't you feel it? They are watching you with mercy, even now. The Commander catches their own reflection in Lunasia's eyes, as they slowly sip their wine. I can tell from your eyes that you're feeling nostalgic about something. The way you talked reminded me of Dandelion. I kept stazing her for being a windbag, but now I actually kind of miss it. The commander puts down their glass and looks at the girl somberly. Lunasia, let's try to escape together. Why should I escape? Why are you here? Because Bill put me in charge here. Tell me, why should I escape? Because you are not the elder sister that William wants. Lunasia's eyes darken again. Oh god. If you were, you wouldn't be here. William went to all that trouble to revive his sister. Why would he leave her here all by herself? I just have to get certain parts of me removed, and Bill will want to see me again. Just like he used to. Oh, so that's why she got angry. If it were so easy, it would have been done long ago now. Unfortunately, while you are Lunasia, you are also Dandelion and M4. The M4 who made a promise. They would never agree to be excised so easily. Shut up! The world is once again plunged into darkness. The commander chuckles humorously to themselves as they embark on yet another journey into the unknown. Oh god, where are we this time? At least over time, the places keep getting more and more luxurious. So I can appreciate that. Oh, this is Nellie's perspective, sorry. Perhaps I put a bit too much faith into Lunasia. Nellie opens the door to her hotel room, and Mia immediately comes up to greet her. I'm back. How did it go, Nellie? Mayor got all the permits sorted. Here, hand them over to the instructor later. Okay. Mia takes the permits and puts them away carefully. You don't look very happy. Mayor also told me to visit my grandfather in the White Zone. He thinks he can give me a job or something. Her vote is a bit harsh on you, but I don't think he will refuse to do you a favor. I'm not going there to beg him for a favor, just paying him a visit out of respect of my mom's dying wish. So, what's troubling you? Mayor asked me to visit her friend before going to see my grandfather tomorrow. She's very eager to play matchmaker and arrange some blind dates for me. Well, let me tell you something, Nelly. I think there is a certain guy, a certain Stasi agent, that perhaps could pose as your boyfriend for a while. If you're not opposed to the idea, of course. He's a very chill guy, maybe a little bit on the edge, but not in the bad way. He's just, been through too much, you know? Actually, you have seen him before. His name is Jay. What do you think? Why are you laughing? I thought of something happy. Nellie slumps listlessly onto the sofa. I want to turn her down, but I felt bad for using her. Since you have already agreed, you should at least go and meet these friends of hers. You can't always cancel the blind dates later on with some excuse. Right. Nellie clicks off her flip-flop. When I was little, I hated all my relatives except Mayor. They are all such phonies. They would only show superficial concern for you if they wanted to take advantage of you. And now, I feel like I've become the kind of person that I most despise. No, Nellie, you haven't. Using others is like second nature to people like that, while it is a last resort for you. When it's all over, I will have to apologize to Mayor properly. By the way, any news from the instructor? No, they are still stuck outside the city because of the security regulations. Then you better hurry and get the permits over to them. Sure. But I still stand on my opinion. It's dangerous to get involved with them. I know, but I still want to do what I think is right. I can't let Professor Gray die in such disgrace. Mia, only the commander can help me. Mia sighs helplessly as she packs her bag for the journey. I'm going to see the instructor. Remember to ask about the commander. I will. Now, get some rest. You have 2 tough battles to fight tomorrow. Tell me about it. After Mia leaves the hotel room, Nellie shuffles sullenly into the bathroom. Well. Look at the time, almost 4 p.m. This is everything for today. Just 3 stages. Gotta say, not the... Perhaps not the most... Oh my god. Perhaps not the most... productive stream, but... At least we start the story, right? So that's already counts as a victory on my books. And my god, Luneige is such a freak. Such a freak, man. And it seems suffering a bit of a identity crisis right now. I think at this point the only way for the commander to get out of the situation is either the dolls find him or he convinces Luneige to let him go. If the bomb on the chest thing is not a lie. I don't have much opinions right now because the story is just starting. It's difficult to form an opinion. So, the best is just to keep reading it, right? Tomorrow. Or after tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe. We will see. Oh, with that said, I really should take a bath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.